personality and
Hi, I'm Skinny Pinny from Santa Fe, New Mexico. How do I keep my figure looking like I'm anorexico? I'm the same as all of yous. I have a Tavas oichel, but you guys took it way too far. I mean, zeit moichel, but if I didn't know better, I'd think you're zollel vesoivey. Your Bubby's turning over in her grave and saying oichel. When I see some muffins, of course I have a Chava, but you can count my ribs, except for one that went to Chava. I don't mean to give you mussar, I don't mean to give a lecture, but you gotta eat the healthy food, regardless of the hecksher. So enough with all the grieving, all the kugel and the Wagschal. Enough with all the herring and with this gooey concoction. Hummus, trina, matbucha, they call you the Big Dipper. Your favorite day of the year must be Erev Yom Kippur. If you go on like this, then God forbid you may just perish. You're eating even more than what was served by Achashverosh. Please put down those cookies, and please don't pick that cake up. Your life, it needs an overhaul. Look at yourself and wake up. You need a Moe Rabi, as sung by Abish Brody. That's actually my favorite tune to use for lichadoidi. Why don't you search this in your browsers? Lose4Autism, because you can't fit in your trousers. Lose4Autism, you gotta get a smaller tummy. Lose4Autism, even though this food's real yummy. Lose4Autism, I've got a beef with you, and it isn't roast. By the time I'm done with you, you'll all be whole wheat toast. You should learn from our Gedolim, like Rabbi Pesach Krohn, the Rav of Brisk, the Rambam, or the Ish Chazon, the Lechafetz Chaim, Rabbi Friend, or the Kliyaker, or else you'll find yourself looking like a Parben Bakker. Here's a little chillin' tip from my buddy Parrots. Instead of using fatty meat, you could put in carrots. And here's another tip, it's good for public or for private. Just take one big bite, the rest will be tanis harivit. Your goof needs to do tshuva, your nefesh needs a tickin'. You're scared to try some broccoli, that's because you're a stuffed chicken. You think it's not a sin? Well, let me tell you, mister, I'll hate shechetanu with Michael and with Mr. There's a reason why your pants are tearing at the seam. You guys are looking like the 7 cows from Paro's dream. Come home with me and I shall serve you salad in my casa, cause what you're doing here is simply put achila gaza. It's time for you to diet, quit your yelling and your fussing, or else liasad lavo, they'll all think you're the Liv Yassin. You gotta cut your menus, Chaim, Shmuel, and Baruch. You gotta make a kitzur of your Shulchan Aruch. Don't let anything stop or hinder Lose4Autism. Do it for the Yiddish kinder. Lose4Autism. So could you please stop eating Pringles? Lose4Autism. Do it for the Madels and Yingles. Lose4Autism. You made shahakal and mazonos, motzi and ha'etz. You ate up 60 portions, and then you ate the plates. You stuffed your face, you ate 12 steaks, and then you drank some gravy. You ate enough for Rit Uvein, Yisachar, Dan, and Levi. You just ate a goose, and you a whole case of the red lentils eaten by our Zadie Asav. Instead of eating sandwiches the size of a spuddick, try the 40-year diet practiced by Rav Tzaddik. I'll tell you on your pager, on your beeper, or your car phone. Learn when to say dial, we don't paskin like a tar phone. I don't think the rabbis meant to be misleading when they said echad hamarba, it did not refer to eating. You obviously keep a brisker shear for pas chakras. That's why you have such a big rachis and an achras. You eat onions and salted bread, but it eats you like a cherif. You're like my friend Binyomin Zev, Baboker, Yochalat Erev. You look like Og, Melech Bashan. Must we say your highness? What's your favorite Gemara? I bet it isn't Titus. You've taken eating way too far. Now let's see by a show of hands who wants to be the size of Eglon, king of Moab. You're fat even for hippos, Kalachomer for a human. I cannot tell if you have bones, you're 90% Schumann. So put away that candy for Mishpacha or Lieber. When you dive in by yourself, it's like Tiffy Labit Sibor. Hashem will help you with your diet. Lose4Autism. So do it now if you have a riot. Lose4Autism. You gotta lose some pounds and kilos. Lose4Autism. With some diets and lots of tefillos. Lose4Autism. Dodi lehikrat kala Neshapat mikabala